Hi, my name's Jason O'Sullivan. Someone has asked me to do like a versus Hohner Rocket amp. Well, it's a rocket amp, not just a rocket. So Hohner Rocket amp versus Seydel, right? So I'm like a intermediate player. I should imagine, right? Okay. So they got the Hohner Rocket amp, the Seydel Session steel. These are all in A, and then you got the Seydel 1847 steels, steel, brass. Okay, off the bat, I'm going to say I think it's an unfair thing, really. Yeah, any of these videos, right? Like, I think the proof is in the pudding. So like for instance, I didn't like. I only had one. I think I had one of them. The Golden Melodies. Didn't like them. Didn't get on with them. I think they look ugly. But the proof is in the pudding. So if you look up Rachel Plass, I think it's Rachel Plass, the French girl. Her music is amazing. Yeah, the way she plays the Golden Melody is just amazing. So I'm a Seydel man, basically. I rarely play. I did play them. I did play the Honers, but I've just settled. I think I've settled. I don't mean settled like as in settled for second best. I mean I've just sort of settled with what works for me, where I want to put my money and my time. And I think the brass helped me at first because it was pliable, it was easier to play and stuff like that. Straight out of the box, a special 20 just plays. That's my experience of the Rocket amps as well. They just play out of the box. But the other reason why I'm a Seydel man is because within days I was opening harmonicas because I went from one video to the next where people were playing harmonicas, showing you how to play them. The next minute they're talking about how to sort of customize, modify, or gap and stuff like that, clean. And I had them open within minutes. That's what I'm like. I do that to phones, I do it to computers, I do it to devices. That's just what I'm like. And I quickly found out that with the brass, they're easy to break. Yeah, they're easy to break, and also quick to go out of tune, maybe, or quicker to go out of tune. Yeah. So many people are going to totally disagree with what I'm saying, and I just thought, well, how can I do this? How can I do some sort of verses or review? Now, now here you've got two harmonicas, and they both of these roughly cost about £39. So I would kind of put them in the same category because of that. But then again, I wouldn't, because that is louder than that. Yeah, I think Jason Ritchie said it like this in one of his videos, that if you've got thinner metal and thicker metal, you'll find a bassier sound, and if it's a thinner type of metal, you'll find more a lighter, brighter sound. So and again, I don't think it's fair. Like the thing is, I've seen a Will Wild video where he's playing Seydel, maybe at an 8047 or something, and he's playing a Hohner crossover. Now the man's just a wizard with a harmonica, so he's just going to sound great on whatever he plays, really. So, and he said in the end of it, he said they're both really good, and they both might be good, but for each individual, you need to make up your mind, really, and sort of choose where to put your money and your time, unless you're able to sort of do it more. So So let me give you might be able to pick up on the thing. And then I'll put the 1847 in there, and maybe you'll see the difference. Maybe you'll hear what I heard. So session still on the chord. Now you might hear it straight away. So it's bassier, deeper. So in that sense, the Rocket's definitely louder than the Session Steel. This, to me, sounds like there's a bag of spanners in there, if you get what I mean. It's raspy, so I think Hohner is more known for this type of raspy, and that's not criticism. It's not bad. That's the style that it is. I think raspy, maybe rustic, raspy. Yeah. Now this might be unfair. I don't know. There's a Seydel 1847 classic. Now, can you hear the difference there? It's like it's inside a bag. Can you hear that? It's like an accordion. So I love the Seydel, yeah. Now I ain't saying because of the sound of this, I ain't going with this. I'm a practical person, I think, quite possibly it's because of the practical nature of the fact that I get on better with the Seydel steels, yeah. Brass scares me, right? It just, the nature of it, I don't want to say weak because that sounds bad. I'm not saying that, really. I don't think but we all know that it is softer and more pliable. So price wise, actually it depends where you are. This might cost you £45. I'm in the UK, so this might cost you 45. If that is the case, then I'm like, man, you may as well put another £7 in and get yourself one of these. I think these are 51 or something. Do you know what I mean? Now this is solid. This. I'm not saying it ain't. You look up Ronnie Shellist's review on the Rocket amp, and the man's a king. you'll hear him play it and you'll want to buy one. Do you know what I mean? And that's all good. That's all good. For me, it's not good because I've actually bought a few of these and I sold them. I've sold them in the end because I just thought, nah, I can't live in two camps. Do you know what I mean? That was just for me. You know, I don't get a lot of time to practice. So the comparison is, you know, if you used to look at the build quality, or whether it's, even if it's a session still, build quality, these change colour, man. Look at the logo there got scratched off. You know, within minutes it got scratched off. That's not great. One screw, it's not even in the centre. So don't get me wrong, these things are made for making music. If you can make great music on them, fair play. I'm just saying, man, put the screw in the centre. What's that about? You know, you use a stamp that ain't going to scratch off in seconds. Look at it. I could literally rub that off now if I wanted to. In fact, I have thought I'm looking for some sort of sticker, but because I ain't that bothered. I ain't that bothered. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I should rub that off because it's incomplete now. See the brass got a different colour now. You know, you don't pick these things up and sit there looking at them all day anyway. You want to get some music out of it. Sounds angry. It sounds stiff. Rusty. It's not rusty. This, to me, this sounds more like, you know, like an accordion. This is the Session still, 39 quid, right? I bought my own comb from Harmonica Direct, so it's not standard, I don't think. I don't know, it probably was a summer edition once, possibly, or it probably will be in the future, I don't know. I don't know how it worked. And then, so it's an A. So, right, if it's this is my personal opinion. If I was given a review, I would say this is a winner. Yeah, you'd probably just buy one of these and it would last you 10 years or more. I don't know, unless you was on stage every night, then you'd have a different experience, I guess, because you using and abusing it to its fullest, I guess. But I would definitely say this over this. It sounds fuller. Look at the ergonomic. I think that's the best word for it, really. Look at this. for, where's it going right there? That's not ergonomic. Your mouth ain't shaped like that. Do you know what I mean? But I've done another video about the comparison to this and the Special 20. To be honest, I would, yeah, I bought these and the Special 20s, but I always said for a beginner the Special 20 is good enough, and I wouldn't personally say this is any better than a Special 20. Really, I wouldn't say that. Certainly looks a bit more colourful, fruitful, snazzy, all that stuff. I prefer the grey Rocket to the green. I think after the thing gets scratched and the cover, the plates there change colour. Also the plain Rocket, the grey ones, have open covers. So I prefer that, to be honest, to the Rocket amp. So I'd rather buy a Rocket than a Rocket amp. Again, personally, I can't see myself buying another Hohner again. I don't know why I would do that. I'm not going to do that, I don't think. But you know, and if you only got the money to buy one, you know, and you've been on, let's say you've been on a Hohner for 6 months or a year, and you've been learning and you feel like you've progressed and you're thinking of trying something else, I would definitely recommend the 1847. And I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend this. These seem to require some kind of, not always, but some kind of tweaking when it comes out of the box. These just play out of the box. Yeah. And I don't mean there's anything wrong with these. Maybe that's a Seydel thing. The thing comes quite sort of close to a blank canvas, and then really, if you know what you're doing, roughly, you should be able to tweak it just to make it a bit more of anything. But apparently the Seydel quality standards is top of the range. The only ones I've had problems with is a Soloist Pro, which is brass reeds. So if anyone said to me, oh man, I'm going to get you can get a Session, Blue Session, which is brass reeds, £24, or you can get the Soloist Pro, which looks a bit like this, but it don't look that much like it at all. It looks a bit like it, the wooden thing and whatnot, but they're both brass. And I would say stay away from them. If you want brass, stick with Hohner. But there's guys out there that have got different experience to me. So I'm just saying, right, go back to the build. They've each got screws in them. No screws, normal, undo 2 screws each end, take it out. The Rocket amp, plastic, Session steel, I don't know, plastic, acrylic or something. And inside, the good thing about these things is this sealed unit. This is, you can't, the brass ain't on your lips or nothing like that. But look at that, what's that about? It's sort of open. Why is that like that? Why didn't they do something about that? I know Jason Ritchie, I believe, uses the Rocket amp covers on, I think it's the Marine Band Deluxe Harp. So look at the Rocket amp covers. They're more open. I didn't do it. I haven't done anything to this. I maybe gapped it or something, but This is how they come out of the box, closed covers. So it's a biased review. It's a biased review because I play Seydel instead of this. So same price range, but I think it's an unfair thing. I think it's a bit like, maybe, I don't know, I'm not really a car man, but you got this car, you got that car, I don't know, a Porsche, and then you got, I don't know, a Rolls Royce. Well, they're two totally different things. I don't think one is better than the other. They're both high standard, high class sort of thing, but two totally separate things. A certain type of person would get the Rolls Royce, and a certain type of person would get this. I'm not saying that is a Rolls Royce and that is the Porsche. I'm just sort of saying that I think it's unfair to compare the two. What would be great is if you had a Rolls Royce and a Porsche, and then you could use them both on different days. You know what I mean? That would be great. So that's what I always say. If you've only got this, if it's your first harmonica, you've only got £30, then you get a special 20. Yeah. But then again, someone might get, say, we'll get another £9, and then you got one of these, and it's going to last you longer. But you ain't going to know how to open it and gap it and tighten it up a bit if it is a bit sort of airy. Do you know what I mean? So that's why special 20 just plays out the box as it is. It plays. They shouldn't need anything doing to it out of the box for a beginner. Yeah. So there you go. There's my thing. So Brian, thank you for asking. He's made this like review. My opinion is Seydel's better. Bad wording, really. Better. It's not a better thing. Do you get me? But that's my opinion. Is they are better in my opinion. Now, put me next to someone that can play really good. It's the proof is in the pudding. Yeah. So, we each need to find what lane to run in and just run in it. Definitely. Comparison. Seydel. There's no comparison. They're both good. Make up your own mind. All right, come and join us at the Harmonica Enthusiasts on Facebook. All right.